He stood at the altar like a man convinced the universe spun at his command. My father, grinning as if he ruled the moment, as though even the sunlight obeyed him. Beside him, my sister, the golden one, glimmered in her designer gown, drinking in every admiring glance, every whispered compliment. And then there was me, the let down, the one forced to show up under threat. Either you come, he'd said over the phone, or your tuition payments stop for good. He said it with that same smug certainty, believing he still held power over me. He didn't realize his hold had already broken. So I came, dressed simply, calm as ever, holding an envelope that would dismantle his empire control in less than 10 minutes. When I was young, I idolized him. He was the kind of father who called violence discipline and labeled silence respect. Tears, to him, were weakness. Obedience, love. My sister learned to play along early. Perfect smiles, perfect grades, perfect lives wrapped up like gifts for his approval. I tried to. It never worked. He once told me, "You'll never make it without my money." That line branded itself in my memory and became my motivation. In college, he funded my first semester, then dangled the rest like bait. Keep a 3.8 GPA or I'm done paying. He thought control was affection. I learned that freedom was survival. Quietly, I found my way. Scholarships behind his back. Freelance work through sleepless nights. By my second year, I didn't need a cent from him. By the third, I was earning more from contracts than he made in a year. But I stayed silent. Some truths deserve the right stage. His betrayal wasn't the only one. My sister, my supposed ally, played a part too. When our mother died, I thought grief had brought us closer. She'd said, "We have to take care of each other now." But not long after, she started echoing his words. His cruelty sharpened through her own tongue. "You should be grateful he even pays your tuition," she once told me, unaware I'd already cut that cord. And now here she was, marrying into a family just like his. Rich, shallow, flawless on the surface. She called last week just to gloat. "Dad says you'd better wear something appropriate this time. He doesn't want you embarrassing him again." That was when I decided. They'd both learned the truth. The plan was clean, deliberate. Months of preparation, hidden beneath silence. I waited for this wedding. A perfect arena for his pride, and the perfect place for it to collapse. The envelope I carried wasn't just paper. It was evidence. Documents, transfers, letters. Everything proving the double life he'd been funding. Those so-called business trips to Dubai, they were visits to his second family. A woman, a son, 8 years of lies. He used our mother's life insurance to buy their home, pay their tuition, and finance their vacations. Tonight, his deceit would finally have its reckoning. The ceremony began. Soft music, glittering lights. My father's same cold, perfected smile. I waited patiently until after the vows, until silence filled the room before applause. Then I walked forward, steady and expressionless. He looked at me, startled but pretending control. "Now's not the time," he hissed. "It's time enough," I said, handing him the envelope. He hesitated, sensing danger. The room's attention shifted. My sister leaned toward him, whispering. Then he opened it. Confusion first, then realization, then panic, slow and visible, crawling from his eyes to his trembling hands. The photos fell out. Him with the woman, the boy, the deed in his name, the bank transfers, the insurance withdrawals. Gasps spread across the crowd. Even the priest fell silent. I didn't need to speak. The guests did that for me. Murmurs rippled like wildfire. Faces twisted from joy to disgust. My sister's perfect mask cracked. He tried to say something, but nothing came out. For the first time in my life, he looked small, mortal, even. I stepped closer, my voice low. "You taught me control, remember? Consider this your lesson in losing it." Then I stepped back and watched the chaos unfold. By the time I walked out, the wedding had collapsed into shouting. My sister was in tears. His fiancée's father demanded answers. Cameras flashed. Secrets spilled. Outside, the air felt different, lighter somehow. My phone buzzed. A message from my company. Another milestone achieved. 6 figures before 24. My name engraved on the lobby plaque. For years, I wanted him to be proud. Now I saw it clearly. His pride was never worth earning. It was meant to be destroyed. Later that night, a message from him appeared on my phone. "You ruined me." I stared at it for a moment before replying. "No, Dad, you did that yourself." I just made sure everyone saw. Then I deleted it and blocked his number. For the first time in years, I felt nothing but peace. Not anger, not sorrow, just stillness. The quiet that comes after the storm when the wreckage settles. And you finally see what remains standing. Me and the truth, both untouchable.